In today's video, we're uncovering jaw-dropping secrets about mountain goats that will leave you stunned. These fearless rock climbers aren't just experts at scaling impossible heights. They have incredible abilities and quirky habits that make them true masters of survival. Hi everyone, Shai here. I hope all of you are doing good. Welcome to another new video. From gravity-defying leaps to their surprising social dynamics, we're diving into the untold facts you never knew about these remarkable mountain goats. It's time to meet the daredevils of the mountains like never before. So, here are some crazy facts you probably didn't know about mountain goats. Number 1. Subsistence and sport hunting. Mountain goats have been hunted in Alaska for thousands of years. Alaska natives use their meat for sustenance, their precious hides to make winter clothes, and also for ceremonial purposes. Even in modern days, in some rural communities, they still rely on the mountain goat as a crucial source of food, especially in the most remote places where there aren't any other animals to hunt, like deer, caribou, or moose. It's important to note that even though these communities have hunted mountain goats for thousands of years, they never put the survival of the species in danger. They never overhunted or did it with greed. It has always been for survival. Sadly, mountain goats are also highly prized by sport hunters. There are qualified guides who go on a once-in-a-lifetime journey with clients to hunt mountain goats. I say sadly because, while Alaska natives hunt for tradition and survival, sport hunters do it for fun. It's an important distinction. Hunting these highly adapted animals is no easy task, and it requires a very high degree of concentration, dedication, bravery, and most of all, preparation. Not everybody can do it, and that's why people who are good at it are very highly regarded in their communities. Number 2. Mountain goat wool. We've covered earlier in this video how special the mountain goat's wool is, with its 2 layers to protect it from the bitter cold of the mountains they call home. As you can imagine, their wool is top-notch quality, and for the Alaska natives, it is precious for that very reason. For many centuries, they have traditionally used the horns, hide, and other parts of these animals to produce incredible works of art with deeply rooted cultural significance. To produce a chilkat or a raven's tail blanket, for example, there's a very intricate and long process. First, they either harvest the hide in the spring or gather shed wool during the early summer season. They carefully separate the hair from the wool and then thoroughly process it. In some cases, the hair is dyed with cedar bark and other plant materials. After that, the hair has to be woven on looms in intricate and difficult designs. This is not an easy task, not by a long shot. It calls for extraordinary skill and traditional knowledge. In fact, the work is so complex and meticulous that only a very small group of people can do it, and their talent is sometimes recognized all over the world. If you find yourself hiking in mountain goat territory and find their shed coat, you can donate it to local weavers. They will be forever grateful. The horns are also made into ceremonial spoons and decorated with intricate and complex designs. Number 3. Mountain goat predators. Even though mountain goats have adapted exceptionally well to climb the steepest slopes to avoid predators, they still get preyed upon by certain animals. They can't stay in the cliffs forever. They need to feed, mate, and raise their kids. All of this has to be done in more, let's say, horizontal terrain. Wolves, wolverines, and bears attack them from the ground, while eagles attack them from above. All these predators usually go for young kids, normally younger than a year old. But the creature that is perhaps their primary predator is the mountain lion or cougar. These big cats are powerful enough to completely overpower a large adult mountain goat, and at the same time, they have the unique feline nimbleness that allows them to navigate the difficult rocky ecosystem of the steep slopes. As we mentioned before, instead of protecting themselves with strength, poison, or speed like other animals, the mountain goat's main form of defense is to climb steep rocky slopes that no other animal can navigate. Not even eagles, who have the huge advantage of flying, can easily get to the kids because their mothers are always close behind to catch them if they get knocked off their feet. In fact, most of this species' behavior is based on avoiding predators. As a result, avalanches and gravity itself kill more mountain goats than any predator. Before moving on to the next point, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you all to my merchandise. You can support my content by getting your favorite products from my store or by simply joining my channel. Your support means a lot to me. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 4. Mountain goat population. There are approximately 100,000 mountain goats in North America. Did you know that during the last ice age, which ended some 10,000 years ago, most of British Columbia was under 5,000 feet of ice? Well, it's true. For the mountain goats, which were already inhabiting the area, this was a time to adapt something they do extremely well. Scientists have found evidence that they took refuge on top of the mountains and the new islands that remained ice-free. Since then, they've managed to repopulate much of their once larger territory, but they liked it so much up in the mountains that they decided to make it their forever home. Their numbers have fluctuated over time, but today the species is going strong, with an estimated population between 80,000 and 110,000. Over half of these mountain goats, around 5,000, live in British Columbia, specifically in the Tatshenshini-Alsik area. Interestingly, most herds are completely isolated from one another and may not even realize other herds exist. This is possible because, although you can only find this species in one area of North America, this area is massive, for lack of a better word. It's been estimated that there are 2,500 herds in British Columbia alone. The calculated average land area for each herd is about 94 square miles. That's a lot of terrain to roam around. Number 5. Mountain goats are being airlifted out of a national park. I bet you're wondering, why would anyone go through all the trouble to airlift mountain goats out of an area where they're not in any danger? Go on, take a wild guess. You will never ever guess it. Okay, ready? It's because they crave human urine. Yep, that's right. These whimsical and majestic creatures go bananas for our pee. They can't get enough of it. Crazy, huh? And it's not just a few. We're talking about hundreds of mountain goats being airlifted out of Olympic National Park in Washington state. Apparently, they've become a nuisance due to their insatiable thirst for human urine. Why do they like our pee so much, you ask? Well, it's because of the salts and minerals in it, of course. They won't say no to a t-shirt drenched in sweat either. The authorities decided that the only solution was to shoot them with tranquilizer darts and net guns and literally fly them away. The mountain goats were blindfolded, put into bespoke slings, and taken to another area in the North Cascades. Sadly, between 275 and 325 goats that can't be caught will be shot and killed. These goats were artificially introduced to the area by humans over a century ago. Number 6. Watch out, mountain goats can be aggressive. Yes, they are cute, and yes, they are friend-shaped, but also yes, they are wild animals, so no touchy. Jokes aside, you should never approach a wild animal, no matter how huggable they look. Like any wild creature, mountain goats don't like it when people invade their personal space. Let's not forget that these animals are mammals, which often means that mothers are highly protective and reactive when it comes to their young, and the nannies are no exception. They will become hostile towards humans if they think their babies are being threatened. Being mammals also means one more thing during mating season. The male's brains are running on pure testosterone. We all know what that means: aggressive and reckless behavior. They often fight amongst themselves to impress the ladies, but there have been cases where they also turn hostile toward humans. And let's not forget they have very muscular bodies and sharp horns on their heads. So, try to stay clear of mountain goats. As you can see, mountain goats are incredibly fascinating creatures. Have you ever seen one in real life? How was that experience? Tell us about it. So, that was all for today. I hope you have watched the video up to this timestamp. Make sure to press the like button if it amazed you. Press the subscribe button if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, as it's totally free. You can follow me on all social media platforms. All links are given in the description. You can also watch other cool stuff. The playlist link is also mentioned in the description. I will catch you up soon in the next video. Till then, peace out.